welcome back to the World Superstars of Wrestling. I'm Craig DeGeorge, along with Sir Oliver Humperdink once again. It's great to have you with us. As you look at Prince Tonga coming in, you can see the faces, Big John Tenta. These guys know they have a major obstacle in front of them, namely the Hellraisers.
Absolutely. This is the one we've been waiting for. This is the one this tremendous crowd has been waiting for. And you'll recognize these faces, as we said earlier. We use their real names here at the World Superstars of Wrestling, but you'll recognize them as stars in other federations. And the Hellraisers, Hawk and Power, make their way to the ring. And, brother, on their faces tonight are etched business.
There's Hawk making his way in.
The champion Hellraisers putting the belts on the line tonight against probably the biggest challenge to date in Big John Tenta and Prince Tonga.
As you may recall, Hellraisers beating Scott Norton and Hercules Fernandez a couple of weeks back here in the World Superstars of Wrestling to win the belt.
What does that say on the front of it? Oh, never mind.
I can't read that tattoo there.
Oh, I was talking about the front of his wrestling togs there.
I don't know. Must be
Shake and bake or
something. Hawk and Power in the ring.
What an impressive sight these two are with the spikes. Look at them. And they love them here.
That's kind of intimidating.
It is intimidating. You see them walking down the aisle. And especially on top of the shoulders of somebody like Hawk and Power. Well, brother, that makes you think twice.
Referee showing the belt to the crowd, indicating this is a championship matchup.
Look at the size of this Big John Tenta. A former sumo wrestler in Japan. This guy competed, and I think he went something like 24-0 in sumo wrestling. One of the first North Americans ever to compete in sumo wrestling in Japan, and blazed a trail a mile wide, brother.
How about the great, what is it, Konishika from Hawaii?
Yes, he's a great big sumo star now. Tenta was a star in sumo back in the 80s. But
Grand, what do they call him, Grand Champion?
Yokozuna, Grand Champion.
Yokozuna, yes.
Yeah, exactly.
He has achieved that status.
Prince Tonga and Power in the ring now. As they lock up, Prince Tonga behind, but Power able to get an arm bar, escape out.
Of course, the thing you notice about Prince Tonga, he's always done this. No wrestling shoes, no boots, no ice skates, no nothing.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd like to be even partnered with a man as big as Big John Tenta is. I mean, if you were to get stepped on, yeah, that's 300, well, it's more than that. It's about 485 pounds that Tenta weighs.
Give us some background. I mean, I know he's always done it, but why would you do it?
Well, he's from the South Pacific. He's from the islands. He's from the South Pacific, a part of the world where the people don't wear shoes. And he grew up without shoes, and he's just more comfortable in the ring without shoes. If you look at his feet, take a look at his feet next time he gets over here. Oh. He's got feet that are about a foot wide. He's got some big old paddles.
He took a close. You know, those wrestling boots can go $100, $200 at least.
Well, it's not that. It's not that. But this guy's...
He could save some money.
He could save some money, but this guy's feet are so calloused, and so they're actually deadlier, I think, than a boot would be. I think a boot would be softer than Prince Tonga's feet.
Maybe all those calluses can't find a boot anymore.
This guy walks on fire with those feet.
Does he?
Yes, he does.
He's a sick man.
Look at the big man, Big John Tenta.
Big John Tenta comes in the ring.
Look at the size difference.
Oh, my goodness. He is just staring down.
And Tenta's saying he wants the big man. He wants Hawk in the ring. Power, a little bit reluctant, gets a shove by Tenta. He just might be careful. He better be careful what he wished for, because he might get it.
I mean, the photographers, they just have to back up a foot to get Big John Tenta in the shot.
They got to use that wide-angle lens for sure.
Man.
The International Press Corps assembled here tonight to chronologically record this event.
What?
It's a big event.
Yes. Always a very impressive array of the crowd, very well dressed.
All the way to the 99th row of the double balcony here. Filled the capacity. People waiting to see the outcome of this one.
Our colleagues in the press, always out with their terrific cameras and
paparazzi
representing the world.
Absolutely. Hawk now trying to use those clotheslines on Big John Tenta, but Tenta just picks up Hawk like he was a kid.
He makes Hawk look like he's 100 pounds.
And Hawk is a big man. Yeah. Hawk is about 280 pounds.
Oh, he missed him there.
But when that big man comes down, he comes down hard, brother.
Almost hear the camera say, oh, he picked him up!
Oh, not enough. Big John Tenta able to kick those feet and get the balance off, and Hawk not able to hold him and deliver that slam, but Hawk in the midsection.
But he
now
picked him up. Amazing.
It was an amazing feat.
Kicks him, not enough to knock him down. Not yet, anyway.
Whoa!
What happened there? I don't know if he fell or not, but it worked out.
Tenta just went ahead and ducked out of the way. He saw Hawk coming, taking a run at him from across the ring. Tenta just dropped out of the way, and Hawk went right over the top rope. But he's back in now.
What is Hawk thinking about now? What is it going to take? What an amazing power, though, to pick up Big John Tenta. What does he go, 4, 5, 6, 700 pounds?
He's about, right now, he's about 487, I think, today.
487.
As Prince Tonga eyes up the Hawk, collar elbow hookup. Each man looking for an advantage.
What a difference in terms. Oh, he's in the wrong part of town there.
Referee right on top of the action.
Good job.
Right
Good job by the referee. Hawk in the ring. To your right, Big John Tenta to your left. Without the shoes.
This Prince Tonga now is going to be a familiar face to a lot of people too. He's been around the country, around the world for a long time as a top wrestling star.
I didn't know he became a prince.
Well, yes, as a matter of fact, he is a prince.
Is he?
Yes, he is.
Takes a clothesline.
He's got royal blood, brother.
Hawk to the ropes. Look out here. Meeting of clotheslines. Hawk took the worst of it.
Uh-oh.
Or did he?
I don't know. I think they're both in that process of trying to find a weakness in each other.
Test of strength, perhaps.
Is Tonga going to go for it? Yep. He's going to hook him up. We're going to see who the stronger man is here. Greco-Roman knuckle lock. As Prince Tonga and Hawk vie for the advantage in this title matchup.
Doesn't look like he has royal blood.
Well, he does indeed. In fact,
that Prince Charles kind of look.
I was in the dressing room earlier and he was shaving and he nicked his face with a razor and it was blue blood that came out.
Yeah, is that?
Absolutely.
Must have royal blood.
You never know me to lie to you, have you?
No.
He's a prince.
Well, that answers it. Big John Tenta, I mean, he took a couple of shots. That one actually rocked him. Nicely done by Power. No, he almost knocked him down. In fact, if the ropes weren't there, he would have gone crashing to the canvas.
This Power is a big man by anybody's standards, but next to Tenta, he looks like about a 6-year-old kid.
Reversal.
Oh, can he get it?
He's trying.
Oh!
Out.
Oh,
even the ref. Look at the referee.
Sakes.
The referee's pulling hair out of his head.
He just sat down on a man. That's 487 pounds crashing down in the chest of Power.
Oh.
And Tenta slams the guy now.
I mean, he could crush every organ in his body.
No,
Oh.
he just stepped right over him, Frank.
Oh.
My word.
Boy, this is a reason not to get into this business.
I'll tell you, that's exactly right.
I mean, wow. Got him in the corner.
With a combination like these two tonight, Craig, it's going to be very lucky if the Hellraisers walk out of here champions. This is probably the stiffest competition they've had to date.
I lost sight of the fact that that belt is on the line here. Prince Tonga with a big drop kick.
Those big feet right up there in the face.
Oh, big smelly feet, too. I never wear shoes.
I've seen him walk down the streets of Manhattan in New York City, brother, in the dead of winter without shoes on.
Wow. Dead of winter.
Dead of winter.
We'll be back with a lot more. This match continues for the tag team belts in just a moment.
Snow up to here.
Really? Well, I think the challengers have had the better of the champions so far, but nothing really matters until you pin them. Belt on the line, the challengers continue to go to work. Big John Tenta, Prince Tonga against the champion Hellraisers. That's Power in the ring. He's thrown down by Big John Tenta. And Big almost
massive
just
elbow.
doesn't seem to be appropriate when you talk about John Tenta.
The whole building shook when he delivered that. It was almost like a... I forget it.
Yeah. That movie they made with Charlton Heston.
Exactly. Look at the size of this big man. What an impressive athlete this guy is. Power now going upstairs. Look at this. Across the shoulder. Reverse backbreaker. by Tenta. Now, I've seen guys actually drop to their knees and deliver an extra crunch to the back during this maneuver. Extremely dangerous maneuver. Power's only chance is if he's able to kick his legs up and get righted around. Otherwise, it's going to be a short evening.
What's he going to do with him?
Well, he's going to take his partner in first of all.
That could be trouble for Power. Hawk's just going to have to look at this one.
Oh, and Tonga's going to take up right where Tenta left off, and now he's got him in a front backbreaker, bear hug.
Yeah, kind of a good solid bear hug.
Squeezing it. What he's doing there, actually, is not so much as a pain, but he's squeezing that air out of the lungs, and when you can't draw a breath, brother, you don't want to go on. You want to call it a night. He's trying to force that air out and not let him grab a breath. It's like a constricting snake. That's what they do. Hang around with me, I'll teach you all this stuff.
Well, I didn't know that. Royal blue blood, huh?
Royal blue blood and cement block feet. Putting that big foot in the middle of Power's back now and stretching those arms back is Prince Tonga, but Hawk in to make the save, and Tonga takes that opportunity to take in his partner.
Well, you think Tenta and Tonga had a great chance there. They wonder if they're losing sight that what could happen here if they win.
Well, they did have the advantage here, and I'm sure Hawk was concerned about it because he came all the way across the ring to make the save on that one.
Oh, power slam. They're a little deliberate in their style.
Unbelievable how this kid was able to kick out of there and squirm out underneath that big mass. Look at the face on Tenta. He can't believe it either.
Shot to the midsection.
Now, when he puts those boots in there, ladies and gentlemen, you got to remember that those are size 18 boots. 18, brother. Those boots are so big, he's got turn signals on them.
That's a big boot.
He's got to back up to a door to knock on it. His feet are so big.
I know when he moves, you hear that little tone.
Exactly.
When he goes backwards anyway.
Noise, yeah. Power able to execute a suplex there on Tonga. Power needs to get Hawk in the ring real bad. If he doesn't get Hawk in there momentarily, look at that headbutt.
He's done well just to hang it. What is this?
You heard of button heads, brother. Well, this is up close and personal button heads. Tonga with a knee. Taking in Tenta. Chopping away.
Here comes Big John Tenta in the ring. It's been a long match. These guys are hoping it will end with a new championship turnover of that belt.
Big leg drop by Tenta.
You know,
here it is.
Well, you wonder, though, Sir Oliver, we've seen those moves, we've seen the splash, we've seen everything in the arsenal, and yet they still haven't put away the Hellraisers. What more can they do?
Well, take a look there. How about stepping over the guy? It was a rather lackadaisical cover there by Tenta also on that last attempt. Big elbow. He needs to hook that leg. You're not going to put a guy of the caliber of Power away by just simply laying on him.
Even if you're 6,000 pounds.
Even if you're 6,000 pounds, you're going to find a way to get out of it. You got to hook that leg and wrap him up like a Christmas present and make sure that the shoulders stay down for 3.
I'll tell you one thing, a Hawk is a very rested man now. If he gets a chance to get in, could be trouble for the challengers.
That's a big question there. As you see Tenta throwing him into the corner, they're coming in with a big cross body block. And now Tonga with a backbreaker.
Backbreaker, another one.
Time. Look at that, he just picks a man up, bulls him up again.
A
third time.
And now, could this be? He's got 2? No.
Gotta grab that leg. You gotta grab that leg, boys. That's where all the power comes from. Being able to kick out is from the legs and the lower extremities. If you hook that leg, he doesn't have that power. That was better, but he still had enough juice left in him to kick out.
Pretty good power slam. Again, Hawk waiting to get in there, hoping to get in.
Looks like Tonga going to the outside, going to the top rope.
Tonga's going to the top rope. Looks at the crowd. And here he comes. Missed him.
I'd say he shouldn't have looked at the crowd. He should have went up there, came off, because that little hesitation is the one that cost him there.
Well, they've been a little bit deliberate.
Tenta in to make the save on Power.
And I didn't see Hawk tag in.
There was no tag there, no. Power is still legal. And Tenta is illegal, so the referee needs to get him out of there.
Referee's not getting him out of there. Missed him with the elbow.
Power needs a tag. There he goes.
He tagged him in. Here comes Hawk. Here he goes to the top rope. He comes down. A clothesline. The champion. Trying to hold him out. Drop kicked him. Inside the ring. Great power slam.
Uh-oh, I know what's coming here. Look at this.
What's
Hawk
this?
to the top.
Off the top.
Big clothesline after Power holding him
That
up.
might be enough. He hooks the leg. He's got him.
Defending their championship tonight right here on World Superstars of Wrestling, the team of Hawk and Power in a tremendous match against some of the toughest competition to date. There you see Hawk coming off the top rope after Power has his man Tonga suspended above the ring. That's a big drop when you come down. Hawk able to climb on board, get the 1, 2, 3, and retain the IWGP Tag Team Championship.